Does every organization recognize and even acknowledge this worth that the employees bring to the table? Thank you. That word thank you makes the work faster.
In today's business workspace, the people, the manpower plays a major role in the growth of every business. You might have clients, and if you don't have the right manpower who has the right mindset, your business will just be standard.
The fact remains that every organization's success is highly dependent on the value and contributions that their employees bring to the table. But here lies a very critical question on everybody's mind. Does every organization recognize and even acknowledge this worth that the employees bring to the table? Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Workplace Reality Podcast by Kenneth Consults International. My name is Blessing, and with me here today is one of the most amazing women we have in the workspace, and her name is...
Hi everyone, my name is Chineye Bruce.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Gift, for joining us on this episode. Today, we are starting a series on employees' worth, and join us on this journey where your approach towards your career is about to take a very good turnaround. Mrs. Gift, in today's workspace, we realize that there is massive growth and rapid one at that. But we should be very mindful. We should not forget the role of an employee, the role that they play, the gap that they are filling in each organization, because we have several workers that go out of their way to ensure how effective an organization is. But then they are what is being undermined. They are not being valued. They just do things, okay, they do it because they are being paid right. But then there's an adage in my language that says, thank you. That word thank you makes the work faster. When you tell someone thank you, the person feel like, okay, yes, I can actually do more. This person knows the worth of what I'm doing. So in every organization, are there like signs as an employee? Are there signs you will see in an organization that will make you know that, okay, my worth is not being valued?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to start from the very beginning.
Okay.
The very essence of a business. Now, if an existing business and in today's business workspace, every business wants to grow and every business do something called analysis. They analyze themselves. And one of the mechanisms to do this is the SWOT analysis, which is the strength, weakness, opportunity, and of course, strength. One of the strengths, when it has to do with analyzing a business in the strengths paralysis, is people. The strength of every business is not just the customer.
Yes.
Gone are those people. Yeah. We're used to saying that the customer is always right and is the king of the business. But in today's business workspace, the people, the manpower plays a major role in the growth of every business. You might have clients, and if you don't have the right manpower who has the right mindset, your business will just be standard. So this is an awareness to every business out there to prioritize manpower analysis while scaling their business. But to your question, where you say
signs,
are there signs in a workplace that shows that
an employee's worth is not being valued?
Okay, there are many things. Why? First, now this question is very diplomatic, but I would say that yes, there are signs. But let's go from the beginning, saying, does the employee really have a vote?
Okay.
You understand? Some people assume, like, there's something I used to say during my meetings or during my trainings. I used to say, when a dog is tied, a dog with a very long chain is chained to a particular spot. But because the dog's chain is very long, the dog can be backing around, but he's still within the same spot. Now, that's a parable. It means that some employee can be so busy thinking that they are giving value, but basically they don't even know what they are doing. Honestly. So some people, and they are assuming that they are actually giving so much value.
Okay.
Value is anything that your employer says it is.
So it's not dependent on the employee. It's from the side view of
The employer. The employer.
Okay.
So value is anything that your employer says it is. And it starts from, if you've been employed to a place as an employee, the first thing you should do after your onboarding, of course, your role, you need to request for your job description by your employer. You see why I say value is anything that your employer say it is.
Yes.
And it starts from your documentation process into the company. You have your job description. There are some companies that give SOPs, and of course, those SOPs have to be appraised over a certain period to know if you're really giving value.
Okay.
So you cannot just come to a place, and when you don't even understand your job description, you don't understand, you're just, I'm trying not to speak my
just doing things.
Yes, and you say you're being
Valuable.
Yes, you're being valuable. Now let's bring it back that, okay, you understand your job description, you're following it, you're doing so much, and you feel like your effort is not appreciated. Yeah, is that the question?
Yes.
Now, when you're doing all this, there is something called appraisers. A lot of businesses does it. The truth is that the only way it will be glaring to the employee and to the employer is when you are in a appraiser panel and you're seeing it that they are appraising you with your job description, maybe quarterly. What have you achieved since you came in? You'll be seeing it formula using your KPI. So if you're valuable, you will see it, and of course you'll be compensated by that. You can actually sue, and this is the truth. If your employment letter carries that you have to be appraised, and based on your appraiser, the business is not compensating you, and with your appraiser you are doing well, and they are not compensating you, you can actually write to Ministry of Works. You can actually petition the company.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But some people don't want to go through that route because the employee will still spend so much. So many of them just leave. But any structured place, or trying to be structured place, because business is a process. Business is a process, and there are some businesses that are bringing structure into it. They appreciate employee. And the only way for an employee, because like there needs to be an equilibrium, there needs to be a meeting point where the employer will say, see, you're being productive, and the employee is seeing it clearly, but not the employee assuming I've been putting so much into this company and professionally you're doing nothing. I don't know if you understand
Yes,
what I'm
I
saying.
understand.
Yeah, so value is dependent
Or
on
your employer, not from your own.
not for, you don't assume that you're giving value.
Okay.
And when you're being appraised and the company is not appreciating you, then I think it's glaring. So either you can sue, or you leave the organization. But another way apart from appraiser is welfare.
Okay.
Is welfare, staff welfare. I don't want to use my personal experience. I'm trying not to bring my personal experience. I've worked in a place where whether you are sick or not, you show up at work. As a woman, you're having cramp. In fact, I'm now, because of that place I worked in many years ago, cramps is not an excuse for not coming to work as a woman, no matter how it is. There is no empathy. When you're as a business owner, you need to lead with empathy. It's called empathy. Empathy is, in one word, empathy is a sign of emotional intelligence.
Yes, it is.
Where you bring your employer and create a very positive demeanor towards their well-being. So empathy is one thing that is expected from every employee. Yes. So when you're working in a place that is unempathic, a place where your welfare is not prioritized, even if you're not valuable, because this one has nothing to do with whether you're meeting your target or not. This one has nothing to do with value. Even for the security personnel, it deserves empathy. It deserves welfare. Empathy and welfare is beyond the amount of value you bring. As long as you're part of that organization, you deserve empathy and welfare.
Okay, thank you very much, ma.
Thank you.
There's something apart from welfare. What other things can an organization do to make their employee feel valued? Because there's something about people, like human beings.
Yes.
When they are being appreciated, they are always motivated, always productive, and all of that. So, aside welfare, are there like other things that employers can do?
Yes. Yes. There are so much. Like I said, value is not assumed.
Yes.
So appreciation is not assumed.
Mm.
What you see as appreciation to me might not be appreciation. Like, let me use this as a personal example. If maybe I render a help to you and you just come to my DM and tell me thank you, I see it as unappreciative.
Mm.
I see it like this person does not have the spirit of gratitude, because if it's me, I will tell like thank you so much. Like I
Okay, you
emphasize
emphasize.
so that's why I said to that person, he has appreciated me, but to me, I'm not seeing it as that. Do you understand? I don't judge people based on that. I just when it happens, I just see that this is your level of appreciation. This is just the way the person is, and I know how to handle you as such. Now, there are things that you do to an employee that makes them feel valuable. One is everybody likes to be heard.
Yes.
Even your children likes to be heard.
Like a platform for hearing your views.
Exactly. If you give the first, in fact, one of the major signs of acceptability, employee acceptability by the employer, is giving them a platform to be heard. Sometimes business owners sit behind and watch the employee build their company and fly.
Mm.
And there is nobody that your boss will give a platform and you will not be appreciated. Let's say, for an example, a company A is pursuing a contract in one of the IOCs, and your boss sends you there to represent the company. It's more like a life privilege. And apart from representing your company in board meetings, you listen to them before decisions are made. There are some decisions that you need to make using your veto power. Ask the business owners. But there are some collective decisions that when you bring them in, they feel belong, they feel accepted. So that's one way to, but it shows that you actually value their person and their intellect.
Yes.
And sometimes I don't still blame business owners, because sometimes some employees they give ideas and the ideas is not worth it, and some employer just take decisions like that. In fact, personally, like me, if I'm asking you a question as my subordinate and you are throwing back that question to me, it turns me off. Because I feel like if I'm throwing a question to you, I'm expecting you to give your feedback, and that should tell you that I value your opinion. You get? So that's one way. Secondly, the first one I said was
We said welfare, we said platform where
they are being heard.
Yes.
Then secondly, I would say everybody loves money.
Oh, okay. Increment of salary.
Everybody loves money. I feel financial compensation, not just increment of salary.
Okay.
You might have, it's still part of welfare, but I can say it's not welfare. Let's say you've been pursuing a gig and one of your employees, maybe your marketing head, close the deal. You can just throw some thousands on your marketing department and say it's for this. Do you get? So everybody likes to be compensated financially, not just a pat in the back when tax are done, not just to say well done. Sometimes they need a financial backing, so they will still feel appreciated to do more. And appreciation, appreciation is thank you is never enough. Just there is something that they call it, say is the magic word. Thank you. And employees should also know how to show, because it's not just from the employer. Employees' worth is a two-way thing, like on both ends. Saying thank you does not take anything from you. So appreciation with word of mouth, financial compensation, welfare, giving them a voice in the workspace. So I think that's signs to show your employee that they actually value by you.
Thank you so much. So can we say that giving them money, value, and all of that, is it part of promotion?
Okay, there's something that I did not mention.
Okay, what's that?
It was, in fact, it's one of the most important points. After giving them a voice to be, to be heard, is development. Yeah. This is, in fact, the 21st century workplace, system are not prioritizing staff training, staff development, because the ability for your company to grow internally is your manpower.
Yes.
So I said that before. So after giving them a voice, give them a platform to develop themselves. You can organize trainings. If you cannot bring an external speaker, you can do it within yourself. But the truth is that some employees will not even come, even when companies set trainings for them.
That's true. That's very true.
Some employees don't even want to be developed. That's why I said value is not what you say it is. Value is what your employer say it is. So, do you understand? So as long as it's a workspace, value is it's not your definition. You don't assume that you're being valuable. Because even the employer might be bringing platform for you to, grow, which is also telling you that I love you. I want you to grow. I want you to be better at your job. It shows that I want to keep you. I'm seeing you in the future of this company. Then when it has to do with promotions, you see boils down to the first thing I said. Promotion doesn't just happen. Promotion is done basically during after appraisals. And promotions are directly, proportional to your salary review. There are some people that are being promoted, but their salary is still stagnant.
Oh,
yes. Wow. Some people, they just have the big office, they just have the big, job roles and all that. In fact, their job description increases, but the finance doesn't. So I feel basically, business owner doesn't just wake up and say you're promoted. And promotion is not bent on how long you've been in a company, like a lot of employees think it is. Promotion is how much value you're bringing, professional value, not value that you think you are. You hear a lot of employees saying, my employer, they use me. I'm sorry I'm using broken, but we're being realistic. This is workplace realistic podcast. So I will say my employer, they use me. My boss, they use me. Yet they never increase my salary. Is the Nigerian jargon that we hear. You'll be interviewing someone and you ask, why did you leave your previous place? They'll tell you, I'm doing so much, I'm doing everything, and my salary was not increased.
I've been there for years. And maybe someone that newly came in
exactly.
Promoted.
So promotion is not based on assumed value. Promotion is not based on assumed value. Promotion is not based on how long you've been in the workplace. It's all about value. And the value is visible to both the employee himself or herself and the employer. It's something that will come to the table and replace it.
And it's very
before you came in, this was what we achieved. But after you came in, we have been stagnant. It's something that will bring to the table. It's like a map. It's like a chart. We're seeing the growth process in that particular field that you're coming in. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a visible thing that will put. And then when you make progress, your salary is being reviewed and you're promoted. Some people's, I don't want to go further because of time, but there are some persons that even while staying in that level, they are having additional financial promotion. It's not promotion also. In fact, we need to talk on promotion on its own, workplace promotion. Yes, it's a very broad topic and it will be on one of our series. So basically that is
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think we'll still talk a little about this promotion.
Yeah.
So let's create a scenario whereby an employee and the employer, they both see it that yes, this person deserves it. And the person was given maybe higher office. And that means higher responsibilities, new tasks and all of that. And for someone that has been highly productive before, doing so many things, and now you're adding new things for the person to do, what can this person do? Because there are some situations whereby employees, they get promoted, and before you know it, the rate at which they were productive before, it reduces. Why? Because they had new tasks and they could not manage it well. So me, in my own opinion, I don't know. I feel it boils down to setting priorities. You create clear schedule the moment you're promoted at work, and then you have like new tasks and a whole lot of things to do. So I don't know if you have maybe additional things to help employees at this point in case they are promoted like they deserve it. And yes, in case they are promoted and they are finding it very difficult to balance the new role compared to where they were coming
Okay,
from.
okay. The sad truth is that promotions basically can be causes
Of burnout.
of burnout.
So how can there be promotion without burnout?
Burnout. Wow. Now, okay, I see what you did there. Okay, wow. This is
It's a very serious
it's
question.
a very serious and a very very technical
Yes.
question. Now, let's say you've been working in a particular role for many years, and based on your promotion, you were given a higher role. There can actually be promotion
Without burnout.
even though that there's a thin line between promotion
Very, very thin
yes, there's a thin line between promotion and burnout. But if the truth is that no employer can give you a task that is beyond you. Sometimes the employee might think this task is beyond
Too
you.
much for me.
But for me to give you a task, I know that it is not beyond you. It just has to do with you figuring it out. Or I'll help you figure it out and let you know that you can do this. Now, when you are promoted, and of course, higher salary, more tax, the first thing you should do is not to compare. First, the financial aspect is a consolation.
Yeah.
The financial promotion aspect brings acceptability of the tax. First, you have to accept it that this is my new tax, and the financial compensation backs that acceptability. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Then the next one is to prioritize tax. As little as writing a to-do list is,
It's very helpful.
it is one of the most productivity techniques in the life of anybody. Even Bible talked about, even the scripture talks about writing things down. Writing what you want to do down. Writing the vision of tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, vision can still be your tomorrow's plan, your daily plan. They are still your vision because it has not been done. Now, you prioritize tasks. There are a lot of tools that can help you prioritize tasks. Put timing on every task. You also have to manage time. You can say, okay, today I'm waking up by 5 p.m. I'm doing my exercise for 30 minutes, having breakfast 30 minutes. I'm driving to work by 7:45. I'm already at work. Immediately, I just have by 8:30. I should kick off work for the day. I should be able to do this by you just write it. See, as little as that thing is, it works. The first day you might not finish it, but the second day, if you go through your to-do list, you notice that okay, I was able to accomplish 10, you meant to. And when you keep doing that, there's this saying that goes around that when you do something over and over for 21 days, it becomes a lifestyle.
Yes.
It becomes
an
habit and automatically becomes your lifestyle. So you can actually manage tasks, prioritize time, align time to each task to reduce or to eliminate burnout.
Wow. So in as much as there's a thin line, you
can manage it. You can create a balance. Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, so today this will be the end of today's series because it's a series, like I said from the beginning, it's a series, and on next episode we'll treat another interesting topic.
Wait, before we end this episode, I want to say something. Now, one of the things employee deny themselves so much is self-care, because the thin line between promotion and burnout is work-life balance. Do you understand? The thin line between promotion and burnout. That's what will make promotion not lead to burnout is creating a balance. And self-care is important. Yes, we've talked about prioritizing tasks, crossing boundaries, like the last episode.
Yes.
Please, if you've not watched our episode on workplace
Burnout.
managing workplace burnout, you need to go back. It's
Very
it's a
educative.
blast.
Very,
Yeah.
very.
So the thin line between the promotions and burnout is work-life balance. You need to prioritize self-care. As they are promoting you and your money is increasing, remove small money from that
And take care of
and take
yourself.
care of yourself. So I think that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Gift, for your input. In conclusion, I would like to add that while creating balance between, when you're promoted and all of that, we need to employ discipline. Discipline is a very, very important virtue everybody has to have. Thank you so much for watching this episode. It's very nice having you here today. Please subscribe to our YouTube
Please
channel.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you again.
So thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.